In this video, we'll explore some sit positions and transitions you can use while reading. As you put these movements into practice, remember to change positions every few minutes. Be sure to repeat each movement on the opposite side. We all have the tendency to sit one way and not the other. So when you're sitting cross-legged, for example, try putting the right leg on top and then try putting the left leg on top and notice the difference. Finally, play around with different types of transitions. See how many different ways you can get into and out of a squat. Move well and have fun. It's important to keep in mind that every body is built a little bit differently. We've all accumulated injuries over the course of our lifetime, and our anatomy is a little bit different from person to person. So if any of these positions don't feel right to you, or you can't quite bend your knees the same way that I can, find an adaptation that works for your body. You also might notice that I'm switching positions pretty frequently in this video. This is simply to demonstrate the number of different ways that you can move while you're seated on the floor. I don't intend for you to move this frequently while you're sitting and reading a book. You might want to change positions every few minutes or as your body lets you know that it's time to move around. As you watch these transitions, notice just how many ways you can rearrange your legs and your upper body to find different positions while reading a book on the floor. You might transition into and out of squats. You might sit down on your feet or flat on your bottom. And you might roll onto your back, onto your belly, or on your side. It can be quite challenging to move around in all these different positions without using your hands as props. So if you're having trouble getting into and out of certain postures, try dropping one or both hands to the ground to make that transition a little more accessible. If this is a pretty new practice for you, it might be pretty fatiguing at first. Your back might start to ache or your knees complain. So then it might be worth exploring some low energy postures, laying flat on your back or on your belly, or stacking up some pillows to help you relax in certain postures. Sitting on the floor gives you lots of advantages over sitting in a chair for hours on end, reading or working at a desk. You get to move and explore your environment by sitting in different postures. You get the practice of getting up and down off the floor, which is something that we can get away with avoiding pretty easily in our day-to-day lives, unless we make time for it. As you integrate some floor sitting into your daily practice, be mindful of your movement and make sure you have enough attention to pay to your reading as well. With a little bit of thoughtfulness, sitting can be a part of a balanced and nutritious movement practice. Move your body, pay attention, and be playful and be creative. Have fun with it and share your videos with us.